safe to say it's not a typical day in San Francisco to see people waving Trump flags proudly and signs in the streets. Today, the former president's supporters are making an effort to be seen as he visits the city for a fundraiser expected to raise millions of dollars for his bid to the White House. The presumptive Republican nominee for president is expected to touch down at SFO at any moment. Then he will head to the fundraiser at the Pacific Heights home of a tech billionaire. This is a live picture right now of supporters who are gathering in that same neighborhood. Now, Mr. Trump is coming from Arizona, where he held his first public campaign event since his felony conviction in New York.
We're going to tell crooked Joe Biden, you're fired. You're doing a lousy job, the worst job. The worst president in history. Joe, you're fired.
Trump supporters started gathering hours ahead of his arrival, joining caravans in Redwood City and in Oakland. They also gathered for a rally at San Francisco's Marina Green. That is where Lauren Toms is live. She has more on the message they want to send today. Lauren?
Yeah, hey, Sarah, this group has virtually died down completely, but at its peak, there were about 250 to 300 ralliers, all in support of the former president. And those I spoke to say they hope their presence today can send a message to President Trump that he does have some support even in this historically blue area. It's not often hundreds of supporters of former President Donald Trump gather in San Francisco. But on Thursday, his arrival for a fundraiser energized supporters from across the Bay Area. Jackie Cota drove in from Oakland, where she says she doesn't always receive a warm welcome for her outward support of Trump.
I've had people try and rip my hat off. They've taken my flag. They've spat at me. Woo! Blue collar, man, blue collar.
But it's her enthusiasm for the former president that brought her out today. She says his stop in San Francisco is a sign of his influence in this historically blue city.
It's awesome. He's showing us and showing California that we matter. And so we're very, very happy. But we're also here to show him he matters and that we support him. And we don't believe all the lies because we believe in America just like he does.
Supporters from San Mateo, across the bay, and as far north as Santa Rosa poured into the Marina Green. But without a permit, they were met with a watchful eye from local law enforcement. Rich Kinney channeled his best Uncle Sam for the occasion. He says Trump's recent felony convictions has energized some of his base.
And I think it's encouraging that he's here. I mean, let's face it, very few people could could withstand what he's going through, the treatment he's getting. It's huge that he's able to stay the course.
The rally was met with some boos or thumbs down from passersby, but Cynthia is the lone counter-demonstrator. She says she expected some company, but even more, hopes for a conversation with those on the other side of the political aisle.
One of my goals is trying to listen to somebody and try to listen to what they have to say and have a dialogue. They don't. So far, the people I have talked to don't want to have a dialogue. I'm not saying everybody over here feels that way. I don't want to categorize them like I don't like them categorizing me.
For Jackie, she says she'll persist in her support for Trump, despite being a minority in this predominantly Democratic state, with the hope that he'll return to the White House.
It is very hard, but we persevere because we know what's right. We stand for America. And we know that Make America Great Again, MAGA, is not a dirty word. It's what we actually want, to make America great again.
Now, this group tells me they've since relocated to the location of tonight's fundraiser in the Pacific Heights neighborhood, hopeful to get a glimpse of the former president.
All right, Lauren, thank you so much. Our helicopter, by the way, is live right now, having a live look at former President Trump's 757 plane. It has just touched down here at SFO. President Trump on board with his staff and campaign employees. This plane just landing now at SFO. After this, of course, the former president will enter a motorcade and travel up to the city of San Francisco, where he will eventually end up at his fundraiser in Pacific Heights.